Well, a nice treat for us this morning here in our studio. We are joined by our reigning Miss Johnson City, Lily Brock, and Miss Historic Jonesboro, Eliza Faith Sanders. And ladies, it is great to have both of you on the show.
Thank you. To be here.
I was just talking about Christmas and how Christmas was. You said it was just lovely. You both enjoyed
so great.
it.
Yes.
Lots of time with family.
Yes, I love having time with my family.
Nice. Lots of little presents, and it's always fun to give those gifts that we, found that are different that people open, and they have those expressions. So hope everybody had a great Christmas. Let's talk a little bit about what this past year has been like for you guys. And Lily, let's start with you.
This past year has been a whirlwind, but in so many good ways. Being able to represent my hometown was so special and so important to me. I born and raised Johnson City girl, so that was really important for me to be able to take that title to Miss Tennessee this past summer. I really love to be able to be involved in the community, and I had so many awesome, wonderful events that I got to do, and it was just a really good time. I had so much fun.
And now, Eliza, what was it like for you?
It was an absolute dream. I had such a good time representing historic Jonesboro. I loved all of the school visits that I got to do. I got to spend time with so many children, which I really valued, and I just loved being a part of Tennessee's oldest town.
And of course, you guys with those crowns, people are interested and you have like that voice. What did you do over the last year that you really felt like, man, this is great, I really did make a difference in the next generation?
Absolutely. So I did write and illustrate my own children's book, Speaking on Dyslexia, which is my platform, and I got to take that to my elementary school and read that to an elementary school class and teachers that I had when I was there. And I think that was probably one of my favorite events and so important to me because that's where I learned to read, and getting to bring my own book and read it to those teachers in that class there was so special and something that I'll cherish for years to come.
And how powerful for those children to be able to see you and talk about your story.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's wonderful. How about for you?
Well, my community service initiative is called Families Are Forever, and it's advocating for adoption and foster care. So when I was a year old, I was adopted from China, and I have a little sister who was also adopted from China. And growing up, it was hard to see families that looked exactly like mine did, and it was hard to see that representation and that diversity. So something that I wanted to do was really implement into the schools and to the children that not all families have to look alike to be a family. So I took this book called Families Are Forever, which really impacted me when I was a child. That's the first book that my parents read to me. And it was about a little girl who was adopted, and it just really stuck with me. I got to see that there were others out there like me, and I understood my adoption story better. So being able to share that book on their level so that they understand not all families have to look alike to be a family, and being able to advocate for that adoption even in those elementary schools was really special.
Oh, how wonderful. And I know you both have, I'm sure, made incredible friendships throughout the year with regional as well as probably across the state.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I think that's one of the best parts about it too, is we can connect with other girls that understand what we're going through, because there's a lot that goes into it, and so you're able to make these friendships that last a lifetime, which is so important.
Yes, Lily was such a rock for me during Miss Tennessee Week. We had such a good time, not only during our year, but connecting with us two and our teens during Miss Tennessee Week was so, so special.
And that had to be a highlight too, being
Yes.
there.
Absolutely.
I mean, yes.
Absolutely. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like competing on the Miss Tennessee stage.
Well, and what I loved is we got to see it. We got to watch it on TV.
Yeah,
so we were all
absolutely.
at home, like pulling for you guys, which I'm sure you felt the love and support from
Yes,
far
yes,
away,
absolutely.
right?
We did.
So what's it like now as we get very close to the next pageant? You guys will be crowning the next one.
Well, it's very sad, I hate to give up the title, but I'm very excited. I'm super excited for the next chapter to be going back to Miss Tennessee again. And I just think whoever holds this title next, you're going to have so much fun. It's such a great take every opportunity that you can.
Yes, I'm very sad to be saying goodbye to Historic Jonesboro and the amazing board and my sisters that I have had such a pleasure working with this year, but I'm so excited for the next women that are able to step into this role and to be able to gain all the things that we have gained during the year. And this year, it's going to be in Johnson City, so that's going to be so special for the girls that get to represent the area.
Absolutely.
It's going to be wonderful. And what would you say to someone out there, because now is the time, if they're still interested, there's scholarship money, there's opportunities, to somebody that is thinking about maybe taking this step?
I would say absolutely do it. It has changed my life for the better. It has really impacted me in so many more ways that I could ever imagine. So if it's something that you've considered doing, do it. It's so worth it, and you're going to have such a good time along the way.
Wonderful.
Once again, just do it. I talk about this so much, I feel like I get really annoying with all my friends, but you gain scholarship money. I believe that in our competition, each Miss winner gets $1,000 in order to further their education, which is so important. You gain sisterhood. Lily has been a very dear friend to me, and whoever gets the next title, they're going to be joining an amazing sisterhood. I've gained interview skills, I've gained life skills, and not just the things that I've learned in pageantry, but specifically the things that I've learned from the Miss America organization and from the Miss Johnson City and Miss Historic Jonesboro board. That's what's made me who I am today. So if you've thought about doing it, or even if you think, I don't know, this might not be for me, just try it. It's going to be an amazing experience.
All right, take that step. Very well said. It was a pleasure talking with both of you this morning. Best of luck in your next chapter.
Thank you so much.
Cannot wait to see where they end up. Hey, for more information, we're going to put everything right there on the screen. It is the Miss Johnson City and Miss Historic Jonesboro. As they said, it is taking place in Johnson City Saturday, January 20th. For more information on competing, you can go to misstennessee.org.